Welcome back to Rimworld. Last episode, you guys might roll with two things really. First thing I'll point out is A, we had the mines. I've removed them from the mod pack because they're a little bit OP. You know, obviously very low build cost and being able to churn out a lot of resources very, very quickly. It's okay if you're going for like silver or gold, one of the low resource amounts, but when you can just make like 100, 200 steel in a couple of hours in game, definitely not good. Seeing as they're so cheap to build and we can literally have every colonist working on one and churning out a shit ton of steel, I didn't want that. So instead I've added a replacement mod, Deep Core Miner, which is essentially the same thing, allows you to add builds for particular resources, but it requires power instead. It requires something like 2500 watts, so it's a little bit more balanced. The other thing we built last episode is ship landing pads. So you know what that means? It's apparently open season for landing on the Voosh technocracy. Couldn't remember the name of it then. Except they're not going for the landing pad, they're going for my farms. And I also don't think they're friendly, bearing in mind that they are dropping on the farm. What I'm saying is, just as I was removing the mine and about to reload, apparently, we've got a raid. That's right, a group of hostile outlanders from the Haytoam Communal Confederacy. The Haytoam, I will never, ever overlook that. That's so good. Have dropped in right on top of you. They are attacking immediately. Watch out, they appear to be unusually clever with their tactics. They'll avoid your turrets. Oh my god, not my turrets and my traps. Anyway, so it looks like there's probably, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 at a push? Is that one there? Kind of hard to tell. I think we're going to be looking at 4 or 5. It's still fairly early game, and we don't have particularly a huge amount of wealth. So I can't imagine it's going to be a massive raid. However, 3 out of our, 8 colonists use melee. Priscilla is naked with a sword, so she's not going to be part of this. We're going to actually just keep her inside somewhere. Cotway, also naked with Vibro Double Blade, so he'll hit hard. The question is, do we want him on the front lines? Then we've also got, obviously, Lubov, great weapon, Nelson, blaster, pistol, so not fantastic. Same with Bryn, blaster, pistol. Poker has, so Poker and Lubov are going to be really the high-hitting ones, our DPS characters. Then we've got Stoll with the minigun, which is good for obviously laying down suppressive fire and not a lot else. Okay, how are we going to do this then? So I think what we want to do is really get Cotway and Krup very, very close to where they're landing and just get immediately within melee range and start hacking at them. Meanwhile, we'll have, we'll put Bryn over here. What we want to do is ideally have, like, Bryn and Poker on one side. Then we'll have Nelson, who has the other gun, and Lubov on the other side. And then we'll put Stoll in the middle to lay down that suppressive fire. And we'll sort of see what this is like. How many are we looking at? That's 5. Oh, war. The Rebel Alliance has declared war on the Galactic Empire. That's just a permanent game effect. Happens every time you load it. Right, so let's put Krup. Krup, my dude. Let's put you there. Cotway can go there. So he's well within range of 2 people. Bryn and Poker move up further. Stoll, let's move you in as well. Nelson and Lubov, I'm going to put them... let's see. Let's do that. That seems pretty good to me. Right. Okay, good luck, team. This could be a problem. Now, what I want to check is whether or not the Force Sensitive trait is working. I have modified it to make it slightly more common, because we haven't seen it yet with anybody. So, fingers crossed this time we'll actually get some people landing. Nice! Good start with the Force Sensitive trait. Second his drop pod opened, Krup Voosh immediately sliced his head off with his lightsaber. Look at that. Stabbed him with the lightsaber double, impaling her head. Incredible. Well, I guess that person stood no chance. Let's hope they weren't Force Sensitive, but we will check after the battle's said and done. Right, okay. Because it's not like we can prioritize saving particular people. That worked out insanely well, huh? That was actually... Cotway is down. Cotway, are you okay, my dude? What was that? SE-14 blaster. Bryn, my dude, you shot the wrong Wookiee. Speaking of which, we've got, what is that, 2 people down? That's very, very good. So we've got female Wookiee, Imamu Nagar. What are you good at? Let's see. Nudist Missandra, psychically dull. Not terrible. We've got Ho. Very, very good shooting. Ascetic, Slowpoke, Quick Sleeper, 74 years of age, so not fantastic. The others are all dead. Brawler, oh man, you were a good character. No Force Sensitives, though, still. It's the same sort of rarity as being beautiful, so you wouldn't expect to see it with every character, but we should still, you know, we will get it more frequently than it was set up from the get-go. So let's convert this into a prisoner base. First things first, Krup Voosh, my dude. I actually heal other Cotway almost immediately. Bryn, capture Ho. Poker, capture Imamu. I've come to bargain. Right, there we go. That was very, very good. That would have been almost flawless if we had sandbags. Just a thought. Traps, killbox, things like that. We are playing regular Rimworld now, so actually bringing back killboxes and things like that are something that we need to think about, ideally. What happened? Why did you not heal other? Oh, maybe you did heal other, but you've just taken that. Oh, you know what? It's probably burns, isn't it? I don't know if you can heal burns, because they don't count as something that, you know, require or do bleeding damage or anything like that. He should be able to, though, right? We'll wait for him to treat him, because we're only using herbal medicine, so it's not like we're going to lose anything doing it this method. We'll get these two healed up as well, and then we will whack him with a heal other again, just to get him back up on his feet as soon as possible. So the real question is, how much research does it take to get the deep drills? I can only assume it's under the regular deep drilling, right? Where is that? So it's this one, and that unlocks the... So we've got deep drill, core drill. That's what we're after. That's the one added by the mod. So we're going to get this one as well. Luckily, it's under deep drilling. I thought it might be another research tier after this one to get like deep drilling then core drilling, but it counts the same one. I imagine it's also fairly expensive. So unfortunately, unlike the mines, we won't be able to set up 3 of them, but also it's not going to be super OP as well. Right, okay, so we could start building up rapport with these guys. We could release both these prisoners because they're not fantastic. She's got high plants, though, so I'm actually going to keep you on board and good backup crafting as well. Imamu, are you good at anything? Melee? Animals? A little bit of cooking? Artistic? Oh, we've already got a good artist. What does this faction think of us, then? Let's just take a look quickly. I could check in the factions tab, but this is quicker. Minus 60. So even if we release both of them, they're still going to hate us enough to want to raid. The Galactic Empire plus 16. What about the Rebels? Rebels plus 16. Now, I got some advice on Discord, which was the Rebels frequently drop pretty good stuff. Lightsaber crystals, gear, weapons, that type of thing, if they raid you. The Empire will as well, but obviously the Empire is going to be a lot more powerful, and we're paying tribute to them. So, we're not really in a position to go to war with the Empire, even though I'm not going to commit to either faction. I think this should be the end goal for our series. Kick out the Empire and the Rebels, and set up our own government on this planet. Set up the world of Krup Voosh. Not quite Sith Lord, but, you know, I kind of want him to be a Grey Jedi, you know, like a sage character. Middle ground. I don't think he really suits being, you know, pure dark side, because he does a lot of healing, obviously force defense as well there. He did fall very quickly into the dark side, but with all these utility powers being so useful, Grey Jedi Krup Voosh, I think, is, or Grey Force user, I should say, Krup Voosh seems a little more appropriate. Anyway, speaking of which, we need to send him over there, and let's go get Kotway back up to full health. Right. There we go. Okay, it does work. Excellent. Now, another thing that's been cleared up is the chem reactors produce enough chem fuel to power consistently 2 chem fuel generators, so we might as well get those set up as well, seeing as all we're going to do is sell them otherwise, right? And we don't have drop pods or anything either, so we might as well just get some power out of it more than anything else. So let's go for, what is it, kind of power? Chem fuel power generator, right, so we need 2 of those. 100 steel, 3 components. Now, how are we looking at in the steel and components? 407 steel. Honestly, maybe not, because we've already got more power than we can use, and I don't really want to waste it. I'd rather just store the chem fuel, and then we could sell it later on if we're not using it. Probably not a bad plan. Plus, we're also making new training. Seems a little, you know, vague up here now, huh? Like a little bit empty now that we've got rid of the mines. But again, I think it's good for the longevity of the campaign. Let's get this pump shotgun hauled. We get the machine pistol hauled. Right, so, also one thing I need to point out that people have been pointing out to me a lot. This is outside. This is unroofed, so it isn't going to heat up the hospital and cause, you know, fires and explosions and horrible things. The heat is being vented out, so don't worry about that one too much. I think a dedicated hospital is also next on the list of things we want to do. Oh my god, what about the Krayt dragon eggs? 86%. Now, my only concern is that there's not actually enough plants here for the animals. So what I'm kind of tempted to do, and it seems a little bit of an odd choice, is build all the way over to here, right? And then maybe even go like this and just have the animals free roam. Not necessarily free roam, that's probably the wrong word. But have them, you know, have the ability to access this entire area. Because right now they're not getting enough food kicking around here. So I'm tempted just to do that and then open this up, set this whole area for animals. Maybe double up the walls as well, or even triple them up just to stop sappers, things like that. But not a bad plan. Priscilla is throwing a party. We like to party. We like to party. Good. Well, everyone's involved. They've got the giant statue of Krup Voosh. Are the statues dynamic? I can't say I've noticed. But is it the case that so say Krup Voosh were to drop his hat, would the statue also get rid of its hat? You know, let's test it. I can't say I've really noticed, but let's try it out. No. Okay, I suppose that's a good thing, otherwise it would slow the game down a lot if everybody was changing gear constantly. We should also check the, one thing I don't normally do enough, check the bio tab, see what people are doing. Hates his ex-wife, 100, minus 100, minus 100. Friends with Priscilla Kaiser. Priscilla is a lover of Bryn and a friend of Krup Voosh. You know, everyone sort of gets on quite well, don't they? Poker, our Rodian, is good friends with everyone. Kotway doesn't really like him, but he likes Kotway a fair amount. That's pretty good. Rivals with Nelson Jarvis and rivals with Lubov Voosh there. Then we've also got Stoll friends with everyone. Nobody likes Lubov. Oh my god, everyone's rivals with Lubov. Right, okay, but she's only a rival now. Oh god, everybody hates her. Is it because she's staggeringly ugly? Is that really a reason to hate someone so much? She is staggeringly ugly and neurotic and a slowpoke. She does, however, have 20 intellectual. Oh my god. Oh, I'm double patched for her, and she's been doing nothing but that the entire game. Sort of makes sense in hindsight. Nice, so let's get this big expansion done, then we'll open this up and obviously have some room for the Crate Dragons to run around. 89%, so we want to get that set up soon, and then of course the hospital is also on the list of things to do. Dedicated prison would be quite nice as well, I think, but I'll probably build that out in the sticks a little bit away from the main base. If we double up all these walls, and then build the prison sort of out here, we might be able to transport them off planet, sell them to slave raiders, or slave traders, I should say. I don't know if that works, but we can always give it a go. Alright, this one also needs power, so let's go ahead and run another invisible conduit over to that one too. As much as I'd love to get paved tiles under all of this, can't really afford it right now, huh? Nice. So that is a very, very big, the advanced multi-analyzer. So that gives us what, like an extra 20% research speed or something like that? Does it even say? It does not say. Luckily, 50% cover effectiveness, so we could build a bunch of these everywhere and hide behind them. I mean, obviously, sandbags would be easier. What does that need? 50... Oh, so we've got everything we need, actually, but the plasteel and the gold. Fantastic. Okay, let's get that at least starting to be built, if nothing else. Where can we put that that'll affect? We could put it there. This is ugly. Like, this whole room is just ugly as hell. We need to sort this out, but temporarily, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it too much. Oh, that's nice. Bryn proposed a lifelong commitment to Priscilla, and lifelong on the rim is probably all of about 2 weeks, so that seems fair enough. You know, these things are fleeting. There we go. Okay, this is what I've been waiting for, my friends. Create dragon egg, fertilized, ×9, egg process 99. This is why this big expansion needed to happen. Because the second these things... What do crate dragons eat? I think they're carnivores. So we may suffer for food. I wonder if they can eat lentils, because lentils for humans count as a, well, not for, you know, actual, like me and you, sat at home, but for Rimworld characters, they count as a meal, meat replacement. So perhaps we could feed them a bunch of lentils, just grow a big old lentil farm and harvest them? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we'll wait and see. Here we go. Oh my god, 99%. I guess we might start looking into fisheries or something. We could feed them a bunch of raw fish, like, you know, aquaculture or something like that. 100%. Oh god. They're going to be huge, aren't they? And there's going to be 9 of the damn things, because they're not going to grow any... Oh, you know what? You know what? Okay, fair enough. Hello? Hunting animal of the... Oh, yeah, hunting animal. Shit, really? That's awful. But they can haul. They can do everything. Man, that's cool. What do they need? So they've got actually quite large... So let's check out what's their diet. Kibble. They can eat kibble. Well, that's fantastic news. All right. Make bulk kibble. Done. Do until we've got... I mean, what do you think here? How much kibble are these things going to need on a bloody daily basis? Do until we've got, what, like 500? And then unpause when we've only got 100 left? And we'll sort of see how that goes to start off with here. You can use all raw food for this one. Oh, don't use fertilized eggs, though. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Don't use insect jelly either. Cool. Right, bulk kibble. Absolutely. And then what we've got is a little area here set up for silage already. So we'll also allow, if you go into animal feed, hay, kibble, silage. Perfect, right. And then if we go to our freezer and just prevent that in there, that's good. We'll just check out other ones as well. No kibble in that one, but we do allow meals in this one, my friend. So we're going to tick all meals. We're going to tick all meals in this one as well, just to make sure we're good. Disgusting nutrient paste. Ugh. Not much of an advertisement, is it, for that? Right, so get rid of meals from this one. You know what? I want to allow meals. But are these not set to... Oh, they're not set to critical. That's what I was going to say. Why the hell can't we... There we go. So we want to keep these in the freezers because that way they'll be more inclined to get them. Because we do have the mod whereby people get food by the closest table. So they'll actually eat in the dining room. You know, in Rimworld, you occasionally get it where they run into the freezer, grab a meal, and come stand in here and then eat it. That way it sort of forces them to sit down and actually enjoy their meal. And we don't commit war crimes by not having a goddamn table. Animals, Area 1. Holy shit, that's a lot of crate dragons, my dude. That is a lot of crate dragons. That's so cool, though, isn't it? What are we going to do about things to feed them? Short of just letting them run wild. I think it's just going to have to be non-stop kibble, isn't it? Do we have another good... well, hang on. One of these was a good chef, right? Cooking 3.8. Yeah, cooking 7.3. So we'll just get Esme Ho to help churn out a bunch of kibble. What I'm going to do is also build another workbench here. And we'll go for 2 butcher tables. Just because I think we might actually need it at this point. And then we also need to, repair this broken cooler before all our food. Oh, no, actually, it's fine. It's in the winter, because it's in the winter right now, it's fine. But obviously in the summer, this thing gets up. Paradine. Oh, I bet one of the people dropped it when we killed them. Right, got it. No storage space for Paradine? Really? I mean, we can put medicine in the freezer. That's absolutely fine. Manufactured, we'll say, no drugs. There we go. Right, problem solved, huh? Sweet. So this is going to be interesting, because crate dragons are massive, massive predators in the Star Wars world. Native to Tatooine, of course. What are they eating? Are they going to sleep? Oh, that's nice. Massive, massive dragons in the Star Wars world, so those things are probably going to grow twice/3 times their size. We saw one earlier in the campaign, like episode 2 or 3, so this is going to be interesting. Not only that, but they do drop Crate Dragon Pearls. So, I don't know if they do it in this one, but in Star Wars, they have these sort of rare pearls. Crate Dragon Pearls are, like, the ultimate gem for a lightsaber because they have, like, particularly refractive properties. I don't know what the in-law bullshit sort of excuses for pearls being useful, but they are, like, the ultimate lightsaber crystal. Apparently in this, same thing applies. They are very, very powerful from what I've been told over Discord. So, I think we will most likely try and get one of those. I don't know if it's possible to actually butcher these for their pearls. If we could farm up pearls, that'd be great. If not, Crate Dragon Farm sounds pretty cool as well. Now, my plan for the base is essentially just do what we've been doing here and try and connect it between, you know, natural geographic structures. So, next time, for example, we might, you know, build up to this one here, and then build from that one across to there, and then sort of build down there to connect the base up, put some houses through here. Because, like I said before, I don't want it all to be cramped in together into one big building. I'd like to actually spread the houses out and try and build, you know, a little city here. That's sort of the goal. I'm starting to think a farm expansion might be necessary. Bearing in mind, these things have already eaten 2/5 of the kibble, and it's been about 2 hours. Oh my god. I am building a roof over it as well to stop it from obviously deteriorating just here in the weather in the swamp. Poker, are you alright, my dude? Go to bed. Good lord, man. Why are you lying down in the swamp? Trade ship is passing by. They are XW lubricants. They are a butcher. I wonder if they sell a bulk load of kibble. Crap, let's see what they've got for us. They do sell animals. Oh my god, they sell devil ewes. So these things are what we had like 2 or 3 series ago now, and these things produce devil strand. Not that we need it, we could just grow it ourselves. We can also sell them, our Great Dragons, for an absolute fortune. Look at that for a profit, huh? Obviously, we're not going to do that. I'd rather just breed them. So we've got lots of males and 5 females. I mean, we could just sell like 2 males. Doesn't matter too much. Have they got any other eggs? Nothing. We've got nutrient solution. They have a lot of nutrient solution as well. That stuff's worth a small fortune, huh? I suppose it is technically a meal, isn't it? Wow, crazy. Okay, so they've got nothing useful. I actually kind of, you know, like the animal trade a little bit, so they don't have any fertilized eggs. We won't worry about that one too much. Could have actually, in hindsight, built the stockpile into this already existing sandstone one, but I like to be difficult. Hey, nice. We've got ourselves Esme Ho. Welcome. Low-wage worker Esme Ho. Congratulations. You have some shooting as well, which is obviously very, very good. What have we got? We've got pump shotgun. Heavy SMG is probably the best one, right? Or bolt action rifle's pretty accurate too. I honestly have no idea about the sort of weapon tiers of Rimworld. I'll have to have a look, see if anybody's sort of compiled a list together of that. It's great to have a gun, because you are very, very good at shooting, and I think the SMG, we could always just check the DPS on it, right? And assume that because of her shooting, she's going to be pretty good with all of them. Oh, it doesn't show DPS, does it, on ranged weapons, from what I recall? That doesn't matter too much, who cares? A gun's a gun at the end of the day. You know what? She's going to be just as effective no matter what, because I think it is mostly based on their stats. Are you seriously making kibble out of that, my dude? Oh my god, these Crate Dragons are going to bankrupt us. So what I've done is I've started setting up another load of farms here. So we've got ourselves red lentils there, corn, and I think I went with rice and devil strand. Rice, very quick, obviously, probably the most useful for making shit tons of silage out of, or kibble, I should say. Then, of course, we've got, you know, corn and lentils, predominantly for the people. I assume lentils we can also use to make kibble. So, this is going to be fairly interesting. A major farm expansion this early on, probably not necessary. We wouldn't need to do it if we didn't have all these goddamn animals. But the animals seem so lucrative, you know, just the animal breeding business. We'll see if it works, see if it's any good. Right, okay. How are we doing? Is this finished now? Are we... Nope, we're still not done. Why are we not done? Excuse me. Someone come and finish it. Hey, Krup, do us a favor, my dude. Sow this zone. No. Could you... Why? Oh, because someone else is working on it. It's very odd that it would still let you, do something weird like that. So this should be now roofed over. Why are they not roofing over that? Is someone else coming to roof it over? Oh, it's on ignore zone. Right, because of the farms. Got it. Okay, there we go. That should hopefully stop that stuff decaying quite so quickly. Yeah, it's not decaying at all now. Kibble, I didn't realize it lasted forever if it's not refrigerated. That's pretty great. We've also got, spores in 57 days. That's not relevant. And then silage also is, a permanent thing there. Bulk goods trader from the Red Oasis kinship. So this is the Zabraki, colony, led by Darth Kara, I think it was. Anyway, let's see what these guys have got, because bulk goods trader is always good news for selling all our extra crap. Right, okay, try... Oh, wait, whoa, no. That's actually the leader, isn't it? Right now, security guard. That's someone different. You're not a Darth at all. I've been bamboozled. All right, Krup, my friend, stop being drafted. No, we don't want to. We want to trade. Right, let's see what they've got. They've got some hens and roosters. We could just go and get ourselves a lucrative chicken farm. It's like, you know, I'm actually going to do that because we've got enough animals. Why the hell not? Kind of worry that our crate dragons may eat the roosters, but that's fine. You know what, let's not worry about it too much. So what do they have? They don't have advanced components, which I definitely would have bought. Let's see what they've got down at the bottom here, the more expensive stuff. Actually, really not a lot, huh? Quad refrigerator, a bantha hide couch sounds just terrible. Bamboo large statue of colonists we can sell for 207 is pretty good. I want to take their money off of them, predominantly because if we get a hauler or a cleaner, like a robotics trader come by, I really, really want to buy that because it means that we can offload some jobs from our colonists. Yeah, buy my shirt. Thank you. I feel like a proper YouTuber now. Cloth pants, get out, get out. What else we got? Kibble we want to keep. Cherries, don't really care about, going to be honest. We've got 4 bananas, you might as well have those as well. We've got 17 berries, not too interested in those. Half-Life, Rumsworld, the Zims, all of these we can use to build arcade cabinets. Which do we have? We've got Mintcraft, right? I honestly don't remember. Let's double check here. Oh, you know what? We sold all of our cabinets. I might buy those just so we can actually have a bit more recreation. We've also got painting supplies, not necessary. Components are pretty good. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about anything else. Selling the mushrooms because we're not growing any of those. Are just sort of left over. New tray, we do have a lot of that. 136 already from our Neutralopes. That's very, very good. That's 670 gold. Now, we have nothing we can do with that yet, but I do want to start building up a supply because that's what we're going to use to craft medicine. You know what? Everything else is cool. I'm going to buy myself the Half-Life, Rumsworld, and Zims cartridges, though. It's only 200, and again, we can build arcade cabinets out of it. Each one counts a different type of recreation. Oh, you actually can't tell until you put it in the cabinet. That's probably like, I don't know, dexterity. What would Rimworld be? Cerebral, and then the Sims would be social, I can only assume. Anyway, we'll buy those. Thank you very much. And we'll get those hauled urgently. Not a caravan I want to rob. Just looking at their sort of weapon spread there. Look at that. Triple rocket launcher, they've got incendiary launchers. Yeah, no, I think we'll leave them to it. We've got some fucking high noon there with somebody. Double action revolvers there. That's very cool. Right, okay. Hang on. Double action revolver. Star Wars. Lightsabers. Lightsabers. Dual wield. Are you guys seeing what I'm... Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? Suddenly, I see... great and terrible things. How do we make the lightsaber internals? I actually don't remember. I don't remember how we did it in hindsight. Make lightsaber. Yeah, here we are. Could we like dual wield dual sabers? Is that? Hang on, I've got to try it. Come on. What sort of person would I be if I didn't try this? Make lightsaber double. Can we make double lightsabers? I mean, someone in lore, who was it? It was for one of the... They didn't dual wield double lightsabers, because obviously that's insane. But in the cinematic for Star Wars, it was when it was Malgus and his master versus Satale Shan and her master, whose names I don't remember. In one of the cinematics for that, Satale Shan threw a lightsaber to her master, and he had a double saber already, or she threw him a double saber and he had a lightsaber. So he was fighting with a double saber in one hand, a regular lightsaber in the other. It's not like it's too far out of canon. It's the point I'm getting at here. So this is something I want to try. I think Krup Voosh will be an absolute powerhouse if that works. 10.16 melee though. I feel like he's not trained for this. But surely it more depends on his actual points here, right? This might be very, very OP. We'll have to sort of see how it goes. Now, Heal Other is incredible. Man, it requires a light side alignment. So, what happens if, out of interest, just alignment towards the dark side. So what happens if we're no longer dark and we have Force Choke Master? I'm going to assume we just wouldn't be able to do it, right? I assume that message will come up saying like, oh, you can't do blah, blah, blah. I guess we'll have to test it. Now, here's another thing I don't know, and I can't imagine it would affect things, but will having animal beds rather than sleeping spots make them, you know, any happier, produce things faster, maybe? Because if so, I'll absolutely just fill this room full of animal beds in that case. All I'm doing with this is obviously just building a little barn, because right now they're sleeping next to the river, which is fine, you know, one with nature and all that, but it does get very, very warm here, and, you know, being able to fill a room with coolers and things would probably help out. What do we want to do then? We want to go animals, and we actually want to make sure everybody's in Area 1. We have hens and roosters as well now. This is a hell of a farm we've got set up. Why do I wait until the Star Wars playthrough to build my first ever animal farm in Rimworld? Excuse me? Feralist Revenge? Harm by what? Ho? Ho, why are you... What's Ho doing? What are those things? A Josepho Artisagacia? That's a massive capybara. Look at that. Oh, those are cool. What do they do? Largest rodent of all time resembles a gigantic capybara or a pacarana. But few in regards appear to be closer to today's hippopotamuses. It's not a very good runner, and to compensate for that, it supports huge incisors. That's cool. Oh, do they do anything for us? They produce heavy fur. I kind of want to tame and produce like a really cool little, what is that thing? Ronto. Those are Star Warsy. They're the ones that go like, "Rah!" Yeah, Jaws of Tatooine. That was a fantastic impression. Someone clip that. I want that to be my Twitch subscriber noise now. Common news on Nubia and I assume not like, like modern day, I believe, Ethiopia. Sure, these sound very, very cool. Should we tame one of those? Because they're obviously massive as well. Have we got any other cool animals kicking around? I'm looking for them with my eyes rather than obviously opening up the animals tab because I'm a psychopath. Right, let's take a look. Sorry, wildlife tab. Rhinoceros threat. Yeah, it says 1 Ronto. Tame that boy. 25% chance for revenge, but no chance to, or very low chance to attack when failed. Nuzzle interval 11 days, sure. 6.7 melee DPS. Krup Voosh makes that boy look like a little bitch, because Krup Voosh has, what, like 25 melee DPS right now, something ridiculous? And that's 27.07 with 1 lightsaber. So when this dude gets his other power up, oh my god, Ho's actually going to get just webbed to death. Krup, we need a rescue party, my friend. Oh god, she's actually going to die. I think she... Why was she out there? What was she doing? I didn't set up a job for her, to be fair. Why were you out there? Hauling, maybe? Was she hauling that Bumble drone corpse? But why would it attack her? I have honestly no idea. Right, so she needs to butcher and cook, basically exclusively. She can also harvest and grow if she can't do that. That obviously should be part of the course for everybody, to be honest with you. Right, let's do that, and then we'll also put a 3 in you as well. What else is she good at? Ho, grunt, nothing really. Let's get rid of all these. You can deliver as priority 3. Priority 3 is fine with that one. Yeah, and then we'll move plant cut up to priority 1 as well. That's fine, assuming you survive, which honestly it's not looking promising, to be honest, because these Feralisks are pretty lethal. Yeah, just absolutely run forever. Oh god, yeah, she's down. Is she gonna die? No, it's just got Manhunter, which is fine. We can get over there and heal her up with healer, so I'm not too concerned right now. Right, where are you, Krup Voosh? My boy, we need to get him like 4 speed or something. My god, it's taking ages. Where was he? Alright, Bryn, stay there. Do not attempt to rescue Bryn. Oh god, Bryn, what the hell are you doing, my friend? Force choke. So much for going to the light side. Take it out. Right, there we go. Get up there and take it out. See, this is where choke works really, really well, because it means you can really close the gap and actually get a couple of hits in before they get out of it. Look at that. What a great guy. This is a good strategy, I think. Alright, let's move over to Ho. Is she alright? Filled with neurotoxin, a deadly neurotoxin. She's also got a frail torso, bad spine. We could make her a spine replacement too at some stage. Right, heal other. I'm sorry, Ho. Well, no, it's your own fault, actually, stupid Ho. That's not my fault. Right, she's up. Good work. Oh, wow. So the Moth of the Galactic Empire, I was going to call him the Grand Empire then, but the Moth of the Galactic Empire has informed us of an Android upgrade station, Hyperweave Custom Sith Robes. Hyperweave is obviously one of the strongest materials we can get in game right now. Where are they? What is it guarded by? Tends to attract there's a group of 4-man hunting pigs. My god, have mercy. Let's go world. Let's actually see what we've got kicking around here. What, is this supposed to be nearby? You think that's nearby? So this is not too far, is it? Because we just go straight down the road past the... You know what? That actually might be quicker than the one we went to here. Let's see how long a caravan would take to get there. So we'll send Krup Voosh. Crate Dragon, not fully grown. Oh my god, we could mount those when they're fully grown. That would be insane. We'll send him on Valerie, our noble steed, Krup Voosh. Obviously, we want to send him probably with, like, nutrient solution. How long will that last? Bloody ages. Wow, holy shit, look at that. Takes a very, very... How long does it take to rot? 9.7 days. Wow. Obviously, we don't want to carry that much. Is it really even weighing us down? It's absolutely not at all. Oh, because it weighs 20 grams. We might as well take him in the maximum then, sod it. Right, choose routes. You want to send him over to here. It's only 1.8 days to get there. And he can definitely... Can Krup Voosh, Sith Lord, fight 3-man hunting pigs? You know what? I think he'll be fine. I wasn't originally going to do this, but that sounds very, very cool. Just go on a little adventure there. Boom. Off you go. Krup Voosh atop his elephant steed. Kind of elephant. This is going to be cool. Now, it's going to slow down our research a little bit, but we're only getting deep drilling at this stage, so it's not a big deal. What are all our colonists working on? We're all just harvesting right now, it seems. What's happening with the... Oh, so Lubov is researching. Yeah, everybody's just sort of cooking, harvesting. Seems good. Obviously, you know, that's the thing that's keeping the colony alive. Now, for our builders, who really have nothing else to do, what I'm going to do is start work on the hospital, I think. Long overdue. Let's not build out plot steel. We'll just go with regular old steel for this one. And I want to make rooms, like actual dedicated hospital rooms. So what I'm going to do with that, and I will move this door in a second, is we'll just sort of plan one out here. How big are these rooms? They're 7 by 7, are they? That seems like a fairly decent size. I generally tend to go around that size anyway. That should be 7 by 7 if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 7 by 7. Good, good, good. Alright, so let's go hospital bed. Now, the reason I'm building such big rooms is because we have a lot of stuff to put in them. So we've also got the vitals monitor that can go on the wall, save a little bit of space, but we have a surgical lamp, and we have surgical instruments. I suppose I could, for now, bearing in mind we are running quite low on plasteel and things like that, you can share one surgical instrument between 2 beds. So if we do something along these lines, and bear with me here, if we go like this, so that one, and then we put a surgical lamp there, and then surgical, and sort of oscillate it. Well, oscillate's not the right word, but alternate it between each one. So this one has lamp and instruments, this one has lamp and instruments. That way, every other bed, we're saving either a lamp or instruments, if that makes sense. It's not the super efficient way. I wonder if we could also pack it in like that. Or do they have to be directly attached? It's probably adjacent, isn't it? Attaching more than one surgical instrument will not have an effect, but it's directly adjacent to a bed. Only works for hostile beds, so multiple beds can have one surgical instrument, but only one surgical instrument can have, or you can only have one per bed, if that makes sense. So this is probably better while we are lower on resources. So this one has both, this one has both. So if we just expand it out by one more, so if we go like that one, and then this one, there we go. So that has got surgical instruments, instruments, lamp. Yeah, everything's got a lamp too. That works out pretty well, I think. That's pretty cool. We'll just do it like that for now. Again, it's not a particularly impressive hospital. We don't want to go too crazy with it. And we also need vitals monitors for everyone as well. And what I'm actually going to do to be even more sort of, you know, efficient with our stuff here is just build one lot at a time. So when this one's finished, then we'll move on to the next one. Otherwise, they sort of half build things, you know, in typical Rimworld style. So anything else we can do to help this place be a bit more effective? We could put in some silver floors. How much silver have we got right now? Resources? What is it? It's like this one, right? 1,121 is enough. Oh, you know what? We haven't got sterile tiles yet. So that should definitely be next on our list. Because like I've said before, although Krup Voosh is insanely good at healing everyone almost instantly, it's a little OP. If he gets injured and can't heal anyone or knocked unconscious or whatever, you know, I feel like this is on the list. Also going to get arcades as well because we did have to get rid of or sacrifice, you know, all of our stuff before we were trying to buy that lightsaber crystal. So this, I think, is a necessary expansion. Same issue with the quarry there. 34 gold left on our advanced multi-analyzer. It's such a very, very tiny amount that next time we get a trade ship or whatever, I need to keep a very, very close eye out whether or not they've got any gold. In fact, it's such a small amount. I might even prioritize everyone working in the quarry above all else just for a small amount of time until we can get it. Because it would make more sense. It would probably save more time if Lubov, you know, quarried until she got gold rather than just carrying on working with the research. Because at least that way we're going to save more time in the future, if that makes sense. So that might not be a bad plan. What is everyone's quarrying looking like right now? Fairly low down the list, isn't it? It's sort of the catch-all for if they don't have a job. Harvesting definitely should come before it, but there's no reason for her it couldn't be slightly higher. Who's got crappy harvesting? Because honestly, those boys are just going to waste harvest anyway, especially when we've got Devil's Strand. We don't particularly want that wasted. So I'm actually going to raise that up for those guys. Oh, Brent apparently has nothing else to do. Honestly, Brent, I'd rather you work in a quarry than harvest. So that's still good. So we've got over half the colony still almost dedicated entirely to that. Deep drilling is finished. Cool. So now we can actually check whether or not we've got enough resources to also build a deep drill. So let's go. I assume that's production. Core drill. 400 plasteel, 2,000 steel. Yeah, it's a lot more balanced, huh? It's also freaking expensive as all hell. But, I mean, it is a way of producing... I don't want to say infinite resources, because it... But, well, I mean, it is, but technically so is the quarry. But it's a lot faster and much more focused. So it's got a really cool model to it. It looked like on the Steam page they'd reused the deep drill, but that looks very, very cool. It sort of fits the aesthetic quite nicely. Did we tame that Ronto and I didn't even bloody notice? When did that happen? Wait. History? Messages. New recruit, butcher, marriage is on. What? Area revealed, book goods trading, new recruit, butcher, marriage is on. How? I'm going to have to watch the video back now. Oh, there we are. Right, it literally just happened before the deep drilling. Brent successfully tamed a Ronto, 25%. I got it. Right, okay. That's cool. So these things are obviously, you know, kind of awesome, massive, and I imagine they're going to eat a shit ton of food as well, but they are... Hey, excuse me, Ronto. What the hell do you think you're doing, my dude? We've got, like, a really odd little farm right now, huh? Eating our lentils, huh? That makes sense. Don't worry, I have restricted Area 1, so they aren't on the farms. Should they suddenly start starving, we could expand the farms out a little bit. Why is he all the way over there? Animals. Oh, did I... Maybe it was another one I restricted there. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Krup's out on his adventure. He's actually making good progress already. I didn't even notice he's almost halfway there. This is very weird. This is so odd. They're spending a lot of time in this sort of food hall, huh? Wasn't expecting that too much. And you've got the nice little barn as well. And again, the reason I'm building this is it gets really hot in the summer, so we can build some coolers in there and things like that. This is really interesting. What about the new tray mean? So it can actually just survive in there. It's interesting that they've decided to drop their Nutramine in there as well, because I don't think it's animal you have to milk. They just sort of shed it, if that makes sense, in glass bottles of all things. Sterile materials, thank you very much. Right, how are we doing for the gold? Have we got enough yet? 34 out of 50, that's genuinely infuriating. Alright, so sterile materials, let's head over to our quarry. Let's go let's go floors. And sterile tile, right, again, we just want to sort of work on this very small area to start off with. In fact, we've got so much silver. It's not going to put a dent in it, really, is it? It's like a fifth of our overall silver. For now, we'll just do those two and get those two beds set up beyond all else. Again, it's because do we have anything gold that we could disassemble? I think we do we? I think maybe we could take something apart just to get that little bit of extra gold. No, we really don't. That sucks. Somebody actually said to me over Discord that if we build the smelter, might be the electric smelter, we can make lightsaber crystals in it. Now, the lightsaber crystal we got was a power crystal rather than a color crystal. They need just a crystal, so either a color crystal or a power crystal, which have their a color associated with it. But they are generally meant for, you know, giving buffs to your lightsaber. If we build the smeltery, they just give color, but they actually allow you to use the lightsaber. So we just have lightsaber base values without any bonuses, which is, of course, better than nothing. And if we're building Krup Voosh's second lightsaber anyway, oh my god, I bet these things take... I bet they take bloody gold, don't they? They don't? Interesting. Also worth pointing out, tier 3 androids are very cheap. 100 plasteel, 10 advanced components, 70 uranium, 40 gold. That doesn't seem very much at all to me. 10 advanced components is obviously quite a hefty amount, but, I mean, it still doesn't seem that much, especially when, if it required, you know, AI cores, for example, then it would be too expensive, so I suppose it's quite difficult to balance, but I suppose 10 advanced components is 30 gold, 100 plasteel, 10 components, and 200 steel. Now that I think about it, that is a fair amount. It seems very cheap, though, for a colonist, but we'll see how good they are, right? I might be overestimating them somewhat. Now, there is obviously a lot of other research to do with them as well. It's not just as simple as, you know, here's an android. We do have the option to produce AI persona cores, and I assume those you can implant into the androids there. Thank you all for watching. I think we're going to leave this one here for today, based on the fact that I think we're like 40 minutes in right now, and I don't think there's much I want to edit out. It seems like we haven't done anything, or it seems like I haven't done anything this episode, I should say. Obviously, we had the raid right at the start, which kind of took up a little bit of time. This is cool, though. You know, we've got our own little, it feels like a proper little town, you know, far more than anything else I've built. Just based on the fact that, you know, the natural expansion is kind of nice. I do like that idea of, you know, building between different rock faces. Having lots of animals, I think, is quite fun as well. Something I really don't do enough of in Rimworld. You know, with all our little, you know, having a little barn and things like that. I suppose we got the hospital bit, which was pretty big. And potentially 2 more recruits. You know, it's upwards progress, nonetheless, but I feel like it's been fairly slow. Next episode, I might endeavor to actually do a lot more, you know, because we didn't really get much done besides a load of misc stuff. So I'm going to set kind of a big goal for next episode, and we'll go for something a bit more grandiose. Let's give a shout out to all of our insane top-tier level patrons for making this series possible in the first place, including Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog Sidini, Tim Bragg, Laurus, Croesus, Vacuous Bacchus, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Palvis Presley, Asuna Kirito, Conspired T, Jimbo, Orcs Wolf, Facundo Vasquez, Tom Terry 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support in the insane tier levels on Patreon. It is most appreciated. And the same goes out as well too. By the way, thank you to the new patrons who have since patronized since I've last checked this list. I apologize that your names aren't on here yet, but it's been like weird this month. We've been getting quite an upward spike, so it's not ideal to rely on patrons like monthly lists. So I'm having to manually update that. I will try and get that done for next episode. So big shout out to you guys, and a big shout out as well to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, I See the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Betmas Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Euron DeVries, Haji Demar, Alpha Scuff, Dunk Honey 217, Zet McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sadeth, Asro, Nick, Will Wade, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, John Holiday, and Zico. Now, I did say, and I meant to say this earlier on in the episode, that when we hit 8 colonists, I would, obviously other than Krup, because we're not renaming Krup, I would start putting in the patron names. A lot of people have got back to me about that. If you want the name in the series, and you are a patron, of course, get in touch with me, and I will go ahead and add those onto the list. It's going to be basically first come, first serve. So make sure you get that in as soon as possible. And then, of course, after that, I'll open the floor up to all those people in the YouTube comment section. We can start renaming 1,000,000 Crate Dragons.